the French Quarter, the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans, the original city of New Orleans for the first 90 years of our existence. That's where the Creoles were living. This side of the road, this is the old American sector. This is where the Americans were living after the Louisiana Purchase of 1803. Now, would it surprise you to find out that the Creoles and the Americans didn't get along? Nah, it shouldn't. Oh man, those Americans, they were bullish. They were uncouth. They were not very demure. Y'all, when I tell you that the Creoles and the Americans didn't like each other, I mean they didn't like each other. They didn't even share street names. Over on the Creole side, that's Bourbon Street. On the American side, it's Carondelet. It's the same road. It's just a bunch of 5-year-olds were in charge. But I can see that we're all looking at the Caesar Superdome. I can't blame you. It's hard to miss. It's kind of an eye catcher. Caesar Superdome is the largest fixed dome structure in the world. What that means is the only thing holding up the dome itself, the roof, are these outer rings. Nothing inside holds the dome up. Don't ask me how that works. I got a music degree. I have no idea. But it's been around since 1975, so I imagine those engineers knew what they were doing. Sugar plantations upriver and downriver from the French Quarter to build new neighborhoods and cities. We are currently heading upriver from the French Quarter. Everything in this direction is built by Americans. Now, I know that everybody loves to go on history tours when you go to new cities, and I'm sure you love it when your tour guide starts throwing out dates and numbers and statistics at you. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. By 1860, New Orleans was the second biggest city in the country, right behind New York. Second biggest port of immigration, second biggest ports for imports and exports. We had over 168,000 people living in here. Half that population were immigrants. Most of them were living in the Irish Channel neighborhood a few blocks up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not too bad. It's alright. What do you reckon? Like that? Yeah, like gun right there, yeah. Really? Dodgy back alley bar.
So it's these two and some sugar. Last, you get a little lemon disc for the aromatics. Now, just so y'all know, 100 proof, 90 proof, 70 proof is in glass. So take your time sipping on it.
Did you like it? No.
You can be in it.
The recipe comes to us from the Mai Kai restaurant out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The Mai Kai is the longest running authentic Polynesian restaurant in the country. as well as having the longest running authentic Polynesian cultural show in the country. So for this recipe, we use Young and Wolf Guyanese rum, Cane Run Puerto Rican rum, true grenadine, and fresh lime juice.
Look at that. What's that face?
See that block right there? Okay. Before the Civil War, the sewage system was a deep ditch that went all the way around the block. So periodically, day or night, the chambermaids would come out here with the chamber pots filled with raw sewage and look for a place they hadn't hit in a while. There it went. So ladies, you had to learn this as toddlers. The carriage pulls up. You got your antebellum hoop skirt on, right? You get out of the carriage onto that block, and there's a way they taught you how to reshuffle your petticoats so you'd never show your ankles. You'd be shunned by the neighborhood. That's disgraceful. No ankles, ladies. I swear to God, that's what that's a carrot step for the ladies. Now, tugboats, cargo boats season now before they had the sea. Yeah, a lot of it. And if you go to see. Now look, this house here is currently owned by a woman that hasn't been here since COVID. This wonderful lady, after Katrina gave a substantial amount of money to Warren Easton High School, which is predominantly African American, and that school rated A every year since. A little love goes a long ways. She adopted little Louis here in 2010, an African American baby, and she's willed this house to Louis so when he finishes the school, he's got a piece of New Orleans, man. This would be Sandra Bullock. Oh. You see a lighter blue, it's got green in it, okay? These are blends. Those colors are in that sky. The reds, the greens, but we don't see it. But critters do, and they won't put up this underneath there because they think that's the sky. Wow. Originally, the blend was to ward off evil spirits before it enters the threshold. It's called Hank's Blue.
What's it called? A voodoo drink or voodoo daiquiri? You said voodoo daiquiri. Purple drink.